brother. Okay, let me just go ahead and mute everyone here. All right. Okay, folks. My name is Stephen Tyrone Cuffey. I'm one of the ambassadors of goodwill for TBC. Mbe is the other, and Hadai, which is the junior ambassador out of the UK. Now, folks, I'm also one of the many voices of TBC that do live broadcasts each and every day. Some doing 3 times a week, or whenever they do them through the week, they are doing broadcasts. And I appreciate those that's here right now, folks, that's doing broadcasts. Okay, like Mr. Simone, I know you do broadcasts. I know that for a fact. Let me let this person know that I'm on. This is got a brother from one of Mbe's brothers in Nigeria. He wanted to come to my broadcast. Let me let him know I'm on now. Okay, because he wanted to come. He has actually. It's a little favor I'm doing for Mbe for a brother, and he got a family over here in the U.S. He wants to send me some Bitcoin so I can transfer it in USD and send it to the family over here. And I told Mbe I would do that for him and for his friend over there in Nigeria, because I know that people they have other Africans of different countries out of Africa, the continent of Africa, that live here in the U.S. But folks, it's a pleasure to be a TBCN. It's a pleasure to be actually the very first ambassador appointed by admin, and it's great to be out there in the field. You know, when we out there feeding people in extreme hunger. And actually speaking of that, myself and some of my family members right in that room right now are getting together to do that same thing again in the Philippines. Okay, but like I said, before, he's just saying it's freezing up. See, they got some really tough. It's really tough in Nigeria with their bandwidth and their internet. The internet is not that great, so sometimes they can't actually come on. Now, what I'm going to do now, folks, I'm going to share my screen. And I'm going to be right at the blog when you see it. And this is the very first blog. It said digital dollar launch this year. Well, I'm not going to play these things, okay? Because we were told not to do that on the blog like some months ago. Just, you know, but I'm just going to this one right here. And this was what the ones a lot of you were at yesterday. Let me see. Hold on just a moment. Okay, here we go. Okay, I know that y'all remember seeing this. Talking about the committee of the 300. Okay, and I told you some of who they were. Some of the names surprised you. I went through some other names. I said, oh my God, I never knew. Even some females that are known to the United States on that list. Oh, I was shocked. But anyway, they're all over the world. And that's not what my broadcast is today. I just want you to know the admin told me I had made the blog. And I think if I'm right about this, I think this is the first time one of my broadcasts made the private blog. Y'all know I've probably been on the public blog probably long more than anyone, but I've been there quite a bit on the public one, as y'all remember. Okay, but it's the first time that I believe that I have made the private blog that's in your Pringle Cash back office. And those people can only see this if they pay their admin fee every month, which should be what I call an afterthought now, because if you want to benefit from that what's going to be a massive rotator that's going to be paying you all this Bitcoin, and because you're on the A team of the Master Doctor team, you might want to get on that. You might want to get pay your admin fee, because come June 1st, the requirement requires that you have 2 people that also pay the admin fee. And once they're registered in the system, because you know everybody's going to be, as of June 1st, going to be on Team B until those 2 people are registered. And you got to know, you got to know I've already got mine ready. Okay? Already ready. So that's something that you all should be doing right now. Have your 2 people ready to pay the admin fee on the 1st. If they don't have it, if you have it, pay it for them, but get them registered and make sure that they agree with you, possibly even in writing, that they're going to pay the admin fee the 1st of July. Because if they want to see, this is the thing that you really, really want to be driving home is the rotator. And I'm going to go to this right quickly. This is not what well, it's kind of associated with my subject matter today. And that is, we have to stop thinking like a consumer and start thinking as a millionaire. I'm going to say it again. We got to hear, you got to stop thinking like a consumer and thinking like a millionaire. Because, folks, we are billionaires and millionaires in TBC anyway, right? And 2, we are also admins, one of 111,111 admin. And 3, we're going to be making a lot of income, folks, a lot of income. So if you go here, I refer to this a lot lately, and so the MBA do too, talking about this rotator. Okay? TBC Mass Adopter and Rotator. Rotator, right there, right? And I did something a few days ago that I don't think many have done here. I went over this section right here, this 10 million members times half of the admin fee, which is around $12.50 US dollars, which is around, they were talking about $25, half of that. Now it's roughly around $27 or $28 right now. That'll kick out 125 million admin fees. Times that 111,111 equals, I'm sorry, divided by that 111,111 mass adopted team equal 1,225. However, instead of going all the way out to next year where we should be at 4 billion, I took out 1 million. I said 1 million because that signifies the end of our year, that what admin want us to be at, right? And I told you, I did the computations and it turned out to be 112,500. And I said, oh my goodness, that's great money here in the US, but it's remarkable money in, say, like the Philippines, say like in Bangladesh, say like in parts of Africa. Incredible amounts of income we're talking right here. Now, as we are billionaires and millionaires in TBC, because think about what's in your wallet. And I'm not ashamed to say it, I have maybe last time I checked, it was a 2.3 billion in TBC coin. I'm not ashamed to say it. I think Merlene, by this 30 TBC coin, she'll get this. I think we'll put her at $1 billion, or pretty close to it. Now, people say, oh, see, the thing where people get mixed up, why can't I spend it now? Our coin is not used like an ATM, folks. It is not like Bitcoin, which is a market-based cryptocurrency that goes up and down in value. Ours only goes up in value because one of our coins is worth 4 or 5 per coin. Now, all I gotta say is this. Now, at 112,500, that's in December. So around October, November, we should be at really close, between 50 and 80,000 in Bitcoin. Now, people are to look what we're getting now, probably say, how is that possible? Because admin have been training us in this mass adoption training every day, 7 days a week. And that rotator is going to get larger really fast. It should. Based on what admin is telling us in terms of the numbers and because we're going to really focus in on merchants and quantity. And right now, think about this, folks. Think about, I don't know if y'all already thought about this, but it came to my mind. Let's look at the fact that being that a lot of places are closed and are slowly open up, and some of these merchants need alternative ways for people to pay for their what? Their products. Now here in the US, we got debit card, credit card, and different type of credit cards, and cash, of course, fiat currency, USD. And some online will take Bitcoin. Like Overstock is one, is a business. They're online. You know, a lot of businesses here in the U.S., and I'm sure they're doing that over in Europe, have actually, unfortunately, have closed up their physical places and turned out to go online, because guess what? What they don't have to pay for? They don't have to pay for overhead to pay their employees. They don't have to pay any health insurance for the employees if they have the make that much income to do so. They don't have to pay for all that overhead, because they can just have a warehouses, one or two warehouses or whatever, how many big warehouses, and just ship from there, just like Amazon does. Amazon use all these other products and drop ship and just take from different people businesses warehouse and ship out to all over the world. They're big time here in the United States. They got actually fulfillment centers. I can go 15 minutes from my house. There's a parking lot that has all these Amazon vans there. I've seen them leave in the morning. So what I'm saying to you here, folks, we have to stop thinking like a what? A consumer. Or like a consumer do what? They go out and purchase things for goods and services, right? Just like we'll be using our TBC coin, which is called, we'll be doing that, buying and purchasing them in Kringles, which is our smaller parts of the TBC coin. Okay? Our TBC coin and our wallets are going to be used for what? See, we have to be good stewards of that money, okay? Because what's going to happen, we're going to create jobs for people, and what? What is our mission, folks? It's to do what? It's to get rid of or eradicate poverty. And by doing that, we're going to put people at work. Just like these people, like that our family feed over in the Philippines. Those people don't have jobs. But guess what? They got many, one of our biggest concentration of TBCNs are in the Philippines, by the way. And they're great people. I think of people like Ace Fletcher and his team. They're real good about bringing on merchants. They've been doing it all along. So bringing on one merchant in July going to be easy for them. They're already doing that. They've been doing that for months. You go on Ace Fletcher's YouTube channel and you can see their actual videos that see people purchasing meats and fish and different things like that over in the Philippines. So folks, that is a consumer type thing. But Ace is thinking about the future, like Mbe and myself. We're thinking about, we see the vision, because you literally are going to become a millionaire with this right here. See, Admin is smart. Admin I have said all through the years, you haven't seen anything yet. And Admin's telling us, he said, I got some things in my mind. I'm not even telling you all that. That's going to really blow you away. He got something that we're going to show or show and tell the merchants that it's going to be too hard for them to refuse, he said. So it's going to become easy bringing on merchants. See, we're not just looking at people, just one person. We want merchants. They know about how to run a store, a small store. And they're going to need alternative ways for people to pay for their product. because people right now are having a hard time having fiat currency because there are not many jobs. Here in the United States, folks, we have over 36 million people out of work. There's so many employers are closed. So as they open up, they're going to need, because it's going to be a while for things return back as robust in terms of the market of people purchasing things around the U.S., around the world. It's going to be, I don't see it ever returning back like it wasn't before this lockdown happened. I don't see that to the next year or year after to get back to 100% like it was. So right now, this is going to be a fine time to reach out those people that are open to say, I understand that you're having, you're not at full capacity, and people are not purchasing like they, but if they had another way to purchase, maybe they will come in your store to purchase more. See, there's different ways to approach these people. Now, admin's going to show us, and I'm sure admin has something down these lines to say to train us. Because I know admin is probably thinking like me and like a lot of other leaders in TBC are thinking that a merchant may be more likely to get involved in something like this because they would have an alternative way for people to buy products or maybe a service. But we as TBCians, we can't be thinking all about being the consumers that we already are. We have to be thinking like a millionaire because we got all this millionaire billions in TBC coin, our wallets, and we're going to be making all this money in Bitcoin. Because this 450,000, 45, you do your math. I just added 50,000 to it and made it half million. And that's $6 million in a year. So Amin have said, and we're about abundance, and he wants us to be wealthy just like him. Every major leader, and I like to I would like to think that all of our master doctor team are leaders. And I've talked about leaders have to learn how to lead properly, meaning you train your people you bring on. You bring on two, get them to get two, and they get two, and two, and two, and it just multiplies. Because when you bring two on, we all know this, right? And they pay the admin fee, you get 2 Bitcoin bounties of half of that, which is right here showing $12.50. Now, doesn't that do something? Doesn't that also pay your admin fee for that month, for the next month? You see how easy that is? So like for an example, I'm gonna use Marlene for a great example. She bring on her 2 sisters, Connie and Irene, and they pay their admin fee or she decides to pay it for them. Guess what happens? Marlene gonna get Bitcoin bounty in her back office of time, well, it would be $12.50. It's gonna be more like $14 on each. And that can pay hers for the next month. So what I'm saying to you is this, folks. I just used that as an example. So I'm just saying to you, folks, are we going to continue to think like a what? A consumer? And building TBC to 1 billion members? Are we going to think like like admin said in our training? You got to stop thinking like a consumer and think more like a millionaire, because that's what he's trying to create you as. Have y'all got that yet? Did y'all hear that? Did you not get that out of what he was trying to say to us that day in training? For those that's here. Now I want to bring on right now, brother Amici. How you doing there, brother Amici?
Hello, Uncle Steve. I'm great.
Great. Now you understand when I say we have to stop thinking like a consumer and think like a millionaire, right?
Exactly. I am following through
Mm-hmm.
and you are making sense. Need to stop thinking like a consumer or consumers because we have much more on hand than thinking that way.
Mm-hmm.
And this is exactly what admin is doing. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
Admin is training us in a way that we need to appreciate what he is doing.
Mm-hmm.
Look at what he is doing in the back office. That's a very good point that we need to think seriously about.
Mm-hmm.
Admin, all of a sudden, started making the facial verification a must because he know that we are having or that we are going to have something of real value in our KCBO. Despite the fact that many people are not understanding it, they are complaining, but look at the rotator you just talked about a while ago. That rotator is like little drop of water that is going to make the mighty ocean tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
So admin is now building that place to be strong because he's not thinking like a consumer. And he doesn't want us to think like a consumer. He wants us to think like billionaires and millionaires that we are because we are busy building something that will have lasting effect. So if you really appreciate and understand what admin is doing, we will not be in a hurry to start looking for, oh, how do I spend my TBC or things of that nature? So that's just a fact. Thank you.
Thank you. Exactly. I tell you, thank you so much, brother. Let me go to Mr. Emmanuel. How you doing, brother Emmanuel?
How are you too, sir?
Now, you know what when admin says we got to stop thinking like consumers. We got to think like millionaires that we are and that correct and billionaires that we are, correct?
Absolutely. I was just listening to TBC pastor from Ghana this evening on Facebook, and you're also saying the same thing. See, right from the beginning, many people, I would say, did not understand the concept of TBC. I believe we are all part of it. So the idea was that you join within 1 month or 2 months, you start getting money. Okay. So that was the problem. But now, I believe that those who are joining now should not make the same mistake. We are still in the developing stage. We need everybody on board. And it's not about, just like I said, coming to consume or taking money and go and sit down. No, we have to build the community together. It is not rocket science, it's not magic. This is per membership. As the membership grows, the community grows, our TBC also grows. That is how it is. So we should not try to lie to people and tell them once to come 1 month, 2 months. No, some people are facing the same issue because in the beginning they think that it was like a quick scheme. No, TBC is something that's going to be for today and future. So I believe I just spoke to somebody in Ghana and I told him that, you know what, start preparing to get your 2 people for June.
Exactly.
If they pay their admin fee, you break even. You don't even take any money from your pocket again. He was surprised when I told him that, hey, my focus now is on getting the 2 and even more into building the TBC community. Thank you, sir.
Yes, thank you. Because you told them correct. See, folks, and I said this I actually said it some broadcast back, and I told people about the admin fee. I was saying, don't wait till the end of the month to get ready for your admin fee. Work on it during that middle of the month, the beginning. If you paid it for that first month, you're thinking about next month. That's how I said. And the same thing, if you do it this way with getting your 2, it comes easier. It's going to come easier. Be thinking about the month ahead with your what? Your merchants. Think about who that merchant is going to be in your town that no one has talked to yet about the billion coin. And be prepared to get that training before we get there, because admin has already told us He's going to train us regarding merchants. And eventually going to even be back, we said it will be even back in your criminal cash back office, step by step, what you say, what you do. Okay, thank you, sir.
You're welcome.
Okay, let's go on. Let me see, I see some more people. See, Damien, he doesn't have his audio on. Anybody else want to chime in anything that's here? Because I know, like I said, folks, I talked about TBC as a solution yesterday. We talked about that yesterday. And we also talked about the committee of 300. But folks, let me say this to you. As I said over and over in this broadcast, you have to stop thinking like a consumer as we are building, because if you start to bring people into TBC, you're now becoming a builder in TBC. See, let me share some with you, folks. Let me share this with you. And I'm going to stop screen sharing right now. Let me share this with you. And I'm going to just share it with you. We have a commercial comes here on our TV sometimes that say millionaires and here in the United States having 7 streams of income. But when they have millionaires, yes, they spend money sometime. Of course, everyone does. But you can bet that they're increasing their worth. They're increasing their income by investing in other types of things like precious metals and things of that nature. They're reading books of other. I'm gonna tell you what I've done. And I was telling Merlene about this yesterday or the day before, that I have studied some of the most prominent millionaires around the world in the last 5 to 10 years. I know what they have vested in. I know what things they invested in the past that you cannot invest in now. But some things I know what they're investing in right now. That's like, for an example, I'm gonna give you an example. We got some senators here in the United States that don't really get involved. They're lying. That's what they're doing. Don't get involved in Bitcoin. Don't get involved in Bitcoin. That's not really money. Do you know I discovered 1 or 2 of them are the very ones invested in millions in Bitcoin already? See, folks, they can't hide. The internet is powerful. I'm very resourceful. I know how to find something on somebody to say, no, we don't do. It's funny to me how they lie right on TV. Because a lot of news is, unfortunately, is propaganda anyway. We know that, right? Not everything is true what you see on TV. It's all about, well, who and what do you believe? You notice a lot of y'all I seen y'all. I know some of you subscribe to the Dollar Vigilante on YouTube, Jeff Berwick, and I send a lot of you that almost every day now. Ab and I are big people who listen to him on a daily basis, and he speaks the truth about so many things. Sometimes things are not what it appears, what you see on TV, folks. But like I said before, back to what I was saying, I don't want to get off base here, but I'm just saying to you folks, let us as TBCians be thinking of who we are. All of us have millions and some billions in our TBC wallets. You cannot be thinking like a consumer with all that in your wallet, first of all. And you surely can't be doing that now that you started receiving Bitcoin in a rotator. Now, as you're bringing people into the TBC fold and they're paying their admin fee, you're now getting also Bitcoin bounty. That Bitcoin bounty of that $12.50 admin fee of their paying, which will be now about $14 US because the 8 grains of gold has gone up. It's around 28 US dollars now, 8 grains of gold. So folks, think, I'm gonna say this last time, think like a millionaire, not as a consumer, okay? That some people are just chiming in, folks, and unfortunately I'm getting ready to end. My broadcast starts at 3 o'clock. It's now 3:34. I've been on for the last half an hour. And so, unfortunately, I'm gonna have to go now. I'd like to thank those that appeared today. My lovely wife and the rest of her family are sitting there, and they're all watching me, and I know what they're doing. And I like to say, I love you all, and just keep building and be thinking positive. I'm gonna let y'all know. I was going to talk about another subject matter, and I'm gonna let you all know tomorrow my 599th broadcast. You can't imagine what the subject matter is going to be, but I already know what it is. I said I wasn't going to do this, but I am. Those that believe TBC is a scam. That's going to be my title for my broadcast tomorrow. So you might want to be at that one, because I know each one of you TBCians could probably say something about that, because you've heard somebody say it. Okay? We're going to talk about it tomorrow. We're going to identify what a scam really is. Because believe it or not, those that say things is a scam, anything, they don't even know what a scam is. They're just saying it because they hear someone else say it. You know, people are very notorious for doing that. They say what other people say. We're going to talk about that, and we're going to show you why TBC has never have been and never will be a scam. We got proof of that. Okay? So that's going to be my, oh, it looked like, Michi, did you want to say something else, brother?
Yes, just to quickly add to what you're saying, people are calling TBC scam, but a time is coming, and it is finally approaching, whereby they will start saving their money on that scam. They will start giving you money to buy Bitcoin bounty and save up for them. Because what admin is building is going to be envy of the whole world in time to come. So let the scam continue, because they will later come to see that we are in for something real.
That's right. Thank you, brother. Okay, great. All right, folks, so we're going to end now, and thank you all for coming to this live broadcast, folks. And I'll be there tomorrow for my 599th. That's right. What comes after that, folks? 600. So what I want to ask each one of you to do for me, get the word out that my 600 broadcast will be on Monday, the same day that we do our broadcast meeting, then our weekly meetings we do, and then about 2 hours later, around 3 o'clock Eastern Daylight Time, which is my time, that is 8 o'clock West African time. I don't know what it is in Italy, but I know, all I gotta say, I know it's nighttime for most of you here. Y'all do my broadcast. So please make sure you get the word out that, and I'm gonna have that broadcast situated where I'm gonna have to let you in, just like we do our broadcast, our daily meeting, our master doctrine training. So I see all of that, because I have done that before, and let people in, because admin will be there. I've already got confirmation on that. Admin is actually putting it on the blog I don't know about today, but you'll see an advertisement on the blog, and I've given him the link so he can see, people have the link to see it, come to it live. Okay? It will be historic because it's a 600 broadcast, and I'm only 400 from 1,000. So I'll be over halfway there. So let's just make sure that we all try to be there so you can be a part of that, okay? Just to be a part of it, and I don't know how long it's gonna last. I don't want to be drawn out, but admin, I don't know if it's gonna be recorded or not yet, because admin doesn't record things where he actually speaks. Okay, not yet. But if admin is there, I know he's there. He's listening, and if so, I get with admin and see how we're gonna do that. How he wants to, because if he wants to say something, he generally don't want me to have it recorded. But I want to record it because it's my 600th one. And I think he will want me to do that. So I talk with admin about that. But in regards to Brother Mbe will be there and some other leaders will be there. So please, it's going to be on the blog. You're going to see it. You're going to see it on the blog in the next day or two, by tomorrow or Monday, along with the things that you see on the blog on Monday for the weekly meetings. And just get the word out, because I'm trying to advertise as much as I can by word of mouth, telling people at my broadcast, please get the word out. Even some Filipinos are going to even get out of bed at 3 o'clock in the morning just to be there. Because like I said before, it's considered to be historic when you reach that 100th broadcast. And Brother Simone, he's coming right after me, because he's in the 586 or 7s now. He'll be there probably another week or two. And then other people will be there too. So let's support each other. That's what we're about in TBC. Love, respect, and abundance. That's what we're about in TBC. We know this. Okay? All right, folks. Thank you all for being here today. And thank you for the words of wisdom that Brother Michi came out and say. And Brother Emmanuel. Thank you all the other people that came today. And let's be a part of this. Let's support each other. Thank you so much. So bye-bye, everybody. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Mm-hmm.
Bye-bye.